It's all about the rain.
The whole idea here is that we've got this frontal boundary set up, and it's not going to move very much at all over the next 7 days, right?
So there's a prolonged period of time with a flood threat.
Fairly significant concerns for some pretty major river flooding.
A tremendous amount of moisture funneling into a storm track that's going to stay very active for this week is setting up for a drenching pattern that's likely to cause some flash flooding and river flooding along the entire Mississippi Valley region.
From Tyler, Texas, and places even as far south as Houston, all the way up to Detroit, Michigan, Flint, Saginaw, Bay City. Nobody's really exempt up that way.
This is the Ohio River in Covington, Kentucky, where you can see it's out of its banks.
And plenty of rivers going from Texas to the Great Lakes.
And unfortunately still rising. Also, unfortunately, a lot more rain to come. So it's not just major rivers that we're concerned about. It's going to be some of those smaller streams and creeks. If you have any of those near your neighborhood, pay attention.
Flooding from the Ohio River has left homes, businesses, and roads underwater in downtown Pomeroy, Ohio.
We have many areas, really messy looking map here with the dark green showing the flood watches.
Parts of upstate New York where we're going to be watching flooding, and that includes northern Vermont into the state of Maine.
To the north of this system, we're watching out for freezing rain, sleet, as well as snow.
And this is going to be something we're talking about for days to come.
That's right, all the way through next Tuesday.
It's a stuck weather front, and it's going to be bringing a lot of rain.
We have a very volatile weather pattern across the nation.
So watch what happens as we take this through time. It doesn't really move much. It's just round after round after round of rain.
Wave after wave after wave. Ladies and gentlemen, alert. This is an official THORNEWS Weird Wild Weather Watch. But no fear, y'all. We're being attacked by an ice-horned mixed precipitation severe weather dragon. And that may sound crazy, but this is 2018. What really sounds crazy anymore, you know? That's definitely a dragon, y'all.
Best way to reduce the impact of flooding is to have a flood plan.
Look at this. Now that is exactly the sort of pattern that I expect we'll see for a good few days.
Hit the button, baby. I don't know if you know this. THORNEWS is for winners, and that's why you're here. So stick around. This is a THORNEWS presentation. THORNEWS presents Hit the Button, baby.
More rain on the way, and that means more flooding concerns. We're tapping into a lot of Gulf moisture.
It's game day. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Star-Lord New Thor 7, and this is an official Superstorm No Fear warning. This storm has just started, and it is much rumored to be a long-duration event, mixed with rain, sleet, ice, and snow. So here we go.
Hi there, some big weather contrasts across North America at the moment.
What's happening? We have two sides to this storm.
Widespread cold diving into the west and widespread warmth, exceptional warmth, streaming up along the east coast.
With record highs shattered in parts of the northeastern U.S. today, also some parts of the southeast, New York City, Boston, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, even Atlantic City, record highs broken today.
But meanwhile,
we just have this massive ridge of high pressure between the Carolinas and Bermuda, and that's going to prevent this from moving.
And then sweeping in lots of moisture. The Gulf of Mexico is wide open with this high pressure ridge sitting off the Atlantic seaboard.
All this moisture coming up from the Gulf.
Like, seriously, a lot.
That's going to give Mother Nature an ample opportunity to dump a tremendous amount of rain.
Here comes all this rain.
Heavy rain, though, is the big deal.
Heavy rain in some of the same areas that we've been dealing with flooding earlier this month, so problematic.
So looks like slow-moving area of rain will be with us.
Squeezing out the moisture leading to some rain. That's a trend that we've seen recently.
Front's going to be just kind of held in check. It's not going to move much.
And it's not going to move too much. And you'll notice this rain just keeps training over the same spots over the Ohio River and that valley, as well as the Mississippi River Valley. So those flood concerns will push on into the weekend. That second system that you're seeing there into the weekend is a completely different low, but it's hitting the same areas.
This big area of rain is only going to slowly drift east. It may get shoved back to the west Thursday.
All of you guys are under the gun for the chance for some flash flooding over the next few days. And then once the flash flooding ends, a lot of the stuff has to drain out, so we'll probably see even more river flooding than we already have going on right now.
I mean, look at the next 7 days. Locally, over 8 inches of rain sliding off that soil. We could be talking about some pretty dangerous flash flooding conditions.
So this is a big storm system. It's going to have a lot of ice going along with it.
More ice. That will be on the way.
Bracing for a significant ice storm that's likely to impact central Wisconsin, going into all of Iowa City, all the way over towards Waterloo and Cedar Rapids, and as far south as Lincoln, Nebraska, including Omaha, and then down into northern Missouri.
We're talking icing now from Oklahoma all the way back into central Missouri.
Moving into the day Wednesday and Thursday, some of this is going to back into the Kansas City area.
So just be careful. Those roads are still going to be very slick. St. Louis, Springfield, up through Chicago.
Be aware of the trouble that some will deal with.
This is river flooding. This is when the rivers just swell up. And we're going to see more of this over the next couple of weeks, So
things will remain unsettled through parts of the mid-Atlantic.
And I'm looking at this storm going, gosh dang y'all, this looks weird. It definitely looks like a Chinese severe weather dragon. Definitely looks like a dragon. This storm looks like it's going to be very weird. It's going to be very strong, and it's giving me flashbacks of Hurricane Harvey. This event, it is a stuck storm that will be stationary between two anomalous binary temperature points, hot and cold, fire and ice. And in the middle is the electricity. Welcome to the story of fire and ice and lightning. It's like the whole world has become a choose your own adventure reality show. And we, the United States of America, all of the Americas, and the rest of the people on Earth are all going to be facing some very big challenges together in the very near future. And it's a matter of how do we adapt to these together. And unfortunately, the mainstream, middle stream, and even all streams of media have been wholly focused on all that is negative. And so the only thing that will get any traction at all is that which is negative. So let's be cool and let's rise together to meet these severe weather challenges head on. I know you can do it. The media and the internets keeps telling me to lose faith in my fellow man. But I know too many people who are really good people, who are smart, cool, caring, and kind. And that it seems like some weird corporate, religious, or government, or alien propaganda plan to make humanity hate itself in some weird divide and conquer scheme. I ain't buying it. I'm ready to get back to good days and better times. Stay positive. We're gonna have to work together. You hear me? Civilization has been around for 10,000 years, man. Let's stop trying to figure out who to pin it on and figure out how we can all work together and move forward and adapt to these changes. Because as your planetary defense commander, we have been losing way too many people to weather. And if we don't come together, we are in for a world of hurt. Put your game faces on. This ice-horned mixed precipitation severe weather dragon is legit. And if we don't come together, we're going to end up in the really wet, really soggy trash bin of history. Thank you. I love you guys. God bless everyone. Stay cool.
So here we go again.
If it's happening in a galaxy, then toys all over it. Hurricane, solar flares, planet X. How humanity's gonna destroy itself at each other's necks. Yeah, I don't know if you know this. No, I don't know if you know this. THORNEWS is the winners, baby. THORNEWS is the one, baby. THORNEWS is the winners, baby. THORNEWS is the one, baby.
Stay cool. God bless everyone. Hit the button, baby. Stay cool.